Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Macedo is the best.
Alright, this is the second story that I wanted to share with you with regards to, where you can learn something. These are real life incidents. So I had this relatively young man, very successful career, great everything. But after his, because of the COVID and all that, cut downs, and they cut down on staff, they cut down on projects, they even cut down on his salary. So, obviously he was not very happy with that. And when you're young, you don't want a small salary, you want a big salary. And you're very ambitious. So, a very ambitious guy and little cocky. Look who's talking, I know. So, but he was very respectful, he was a nice guy. He wanted a big salary, huh? I'll tell you, ambitious chap. So we did the CV, everything, resume, fine, all of it. And finally, obviously I asked him, do you need any other service? Because he paid me good money. After resume rebrand comes interview coaching, He said, no, Loy, I'm pretty confident. And the guy was really good at talking, public speaking, and very good personality. Single, good physique, everything. Fine. So we shook hands means deal was closed. Went his way, I went my way. However, some time ago, he got in touch with me and said, I'd like to book a session with you. Fine, yeah, more than happy. As we were talking, he went on about life, about things, about this and that. I knew he was not telling me something. He was asking about, politics and this and that. Finally, I told him, see, listen, stop. Okay, relax. Tell me what's wrong. You can open up your heart and talk to me. I know something is wrong. No sooner I said that, he kept quiet, bit his lip. We are talking video to video, and he was looking up, and obviously tears were filling his eyes. And then he started to cry. I let him cry for some time. I knew that something was weighing in his heart. And finally, long story short, the reason I'm sharing this, he gave me the permission to share this, but I can't give you specifics. So, long story short, he got a few job offers, not many, he got a few job offers, and one of them, he got until the final interview, okay? However, at the final interview, the CEO told him, he got to the final interview, and the person who took the interview said, promising candidate, this and that and whatever. He assumed that they confirmed him. Fine. He resigned from his company. Now the mistake that he did is, without getting a letter of confirmation, he resigned. And he is waiting for these guys to come, and he's already made the move, he has announced on social media and all that. And the funny thing is, they had confirmed him, and then he gets a call saying that, the CEO would like to call you again for an interview. He was like, yeah, interview, sure. He thought it was a meeting and all that. When he went there, lo and behold, he found out that even though he thought he was selected, now they had another 1 or 2 candidates who came in, who they thought is as good as him. And unfortunately for him, in the end, they selected somebody else, not him. That is after waiting for 15 days to whatever. He was really, really devastated with that. Now that's not the reason he called me. However, because he resigned from his job, also he had, loans and all that, and he lost his job. Now he was in a mess, and the COVID situation, not easy to get jobs. And so his financial situation started deteriorating, and before you know it, his girlfriend left him. She was like, I can't handle this pressure, I have my own this thing. She was also, losing a job. And see, the thing is, if you get someone in your good time, a boyfriend or girlfriend or friends, if you get them during your good time, they will not stay with you during your bad time. They just are with you for good time. I'm not saying this girl is a bitch or whatever, but she was also going through pressure and she didn't have time for the relationship, and obviously he also didn't have time, and they broke up. And now break up from work, money issues, and now emotion. And this in turn led him to depression. And after that, whatever interview he did get, it seems he was fucking it up. He was making a mess out of the whole thing. I don't know if you saw that. 2 children are driving a scooter, a small boy, and no helmet, no nothing. So, see, and I'll tell you one more thing. The emotional heartbreak, emotional, it's very tough sometimes, very, very tough for some people. I know it because I've gone through it. And he didn't have anyone to share, and especially when you share a very successful image, but inside you're broken, what do you do? And so he, approached me and calmed him down. See, end of the day, I'm a businessman. I can't start giving my shoulder to cry on without money. So we agreed on, because he was my client before, we agreed on a mutually agreeable package which he could afford and whatever. And it worked on a matter of trust because he had paid me before. Okay. And we started to work. And I'll tell you, it took time. It was not easy. It took time. One was the emotional aspect. One was the financial part. And the third one is regrouping himself for the corporate world, for hunting for jobs. We had to make a couple of changes because of COVID. We had to rebrand a couple of things. And then, yes, the interview. One of the main reasons why he lost the interview was because he came across too cocky. See, the thing is, cocky and confident is a very thin line. And sometimes from confident, you become overconfident, not good, And especially when you're asking for a very big payday. So, it took time. Let me be honest with you, it took time. But one by one, we managed to get things sorted out. Lucky for him, one of the interviews he went, he met one girl at the interview who was waiting. They ended up hooking up. Told him, be careful, this might be just you bouncing back, like having because you just broke up, you wanted to fill. So, but they turned out to be great. She was not as hot or perfect as the other guy. Nice girl. And because they both were searching for jobs, they both were, more or less in the same boat. Then with regards to the loans and all that, I managed to, because I knew him, managed to get him in touch with some right people who kind of helped him, speak to the right contacts, connections. And, not to worry, because when financially you have a loan, it can really drive you nuts. And last part was the interview. And we trained, he was really focused. Every day, every single day, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, we would go through it again and again and again and again. We would drill each question until he achieved perfection. Finally, he got his job. Finally, he got his job, and I'm happy to say, more than anything, he honored his part of the contract. He paid me in full. And then later on he wanted me to coach his girlfriend, and that is still a work in progress. So, because she wants a better salary, she's working temporary jobs. It's hard during COVID, So overall, what I want to tell you through this story, maybe it's to inspire you, maybe it's to tell you that, sometimes when you go through shit, a lot of shit can take place. But see, in terms of this guy, he was not willing to give up. He was willing to fight it out. He was willing to reach out for help. He didn't resort to smoking and drinking. 2 very big things. Depression was very big. But that, if you don't smoke and drink, can help you out. So, and maybe because of the COVID lockdown, he couldn't go anywhere out. Otherwise, maybe he'd go to a pub or a bar, or maybe go to prostitutes and this and that, and it can really destroy you. Or hang around with friends. Today he has kept all his friends aside, fair weather friends. I told him, block and delete that your old girlfriend. You don't need to hear anything from her. Made a lot of changes. And yes, only thing is now he's working towards getting back into shape, because he had stopped exercise before he was really fit. Because of depression, when you don't have a job and you don't have anything, you're not going to sit in the gym and try to chisel a six-pack ab, Anyway, I just thought I'd share this with you for inspiration or whatever. If it inspires you, great. I know it's not a guy who lost his legs and hands and became blind and paralyzed, and it's not that extreme. But this is more like you and me, a normal guy. So yeah, I would say, even if you don't come to me for my paid services, reach out to someone. Reach out to someone. Someone who can guide you, someone who can help you. When I was in my younger days, when I was a small boy, I didn't have any money. There was no such thing as coaches. I was constantly reaching out to people. Maybe 100 people, all wrong. One guy, 5 minutes advice, 10 minutes advice. Help me, So anyway, this is what I wanted to share. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope this inspires you, and be strong during the tough times. Alright, you guys take care. This is me signing off. Ciao.